Blake Lively's It Ends With Us has been the talk of the town lately, but not for the right reasons, as fans have had some major criticism concerning the movie's direction and promotion, and her most recent reaction to the backlash hasn't helped the situation, as she's proven that she can't handle the criticism. The film has become a magnet for controversy, and it's not just because of its intense themes, as fans have criticized how seriously the cast is taking the movie, especially when even the cast members' personal drama has overshadowed the message of the movie. In fact, some people are starting to wonder if the tension off-screen might even be part of the reason we probably won't be seeing a second movie anytime soon. Let's dive into the details of all the gossip swirling around the film and crazy opinions from fans and critics alike, as well as get Blake's private opinion on all the drama. It Ends With Us is an adaptation of Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel, which is already a controversial story in its own right, as she herself hasn't escaped the masses of fans criticizing her approach. The book touches on tough themes like DV and generational trauma, and while many readers praise Colleen Hoover for shedding light on these topics, others have accused her of romanticizing the abuse in the story with the way she markets her books. This controversy has been ongoing for years now. As the more popular the books got, the more people believed that it was deeply problematic. Some readers have even pointed out how Hoover's portrayal of the main character's abuser, Ryle, was problematic, as he rarely, if ever, faces any consequences for his actions. In fact, many even believe that the plot sends some extremely mixed signals by allowing him to co-parent their daughter without legal consequences. It didn't take long after the first behind-the-scenes photos of the movie surfaced for fans to start criticizing the movie adaptation just the same. When it was first announced, fans were already extremely skeptical of Hollywood's abilities to treat such a story well, and when given sneak peeks into the story, fans were certainly left disappointed. Blake Lively's portrayal of Lily Bloom was immediately criticized by many, as her choice of eccentric, floaty outfits seemed a bit too whimsical for the gravity of the story. Some fans felt that the costumes were out of place, making light of the serious issues the film tackles. And then there was the tension on set. At the New York premiere, fans couldn't help but notice that Blake and her co-stars seemed oddly distant from each other, especially after spending so long working on the project together and filming the movie. Not only were there no group photos of the cast together, but there also seemed to be an awkward chill in the air during interviews. The drama didn't stop there either, as fans noticed that many of Blake's co-stars had actually unfollowed Justin Baldoni on Instagram, which seemed to prove the bad blood behind the scenes. Director Justin Baldoni only seemed to confirm these rumors, as he actually admitted in an interview that there had been friction on set. He refused to elaborate on what exactly had gone down. However, fans started getting extremely suspicious when they noticed that he had hired Johnny Depp's crisis PR manager right after the premiere of the movie. But perhaps the most shocking part of everything is the personal backlash that Blake herself has faced. Fans haven't been shy about criticizing her approach to promoting the film, as she seemed to be more interested in talking about Lily's colorful outfits and promoting her personal hair care line than actually discussing the very real happenings of the movie's traumatic themes. This left a sour taste in the mouths of many fans who felt that her carefree attitude didn't align with the weighty subject matter of the movie. Critics flooded social media, with one comment putting it blandly, "This is so tone-deaf on a story about a woman that experiences DV." Blake eventually started responding to some of the backlash by sharing helpline numbers for victims of DV on her Instagram stories. But even then, some fans felt it was too little, too late. In a follow-up interview with the BBC, she tried defending herself by explaining that she had a different outlook on things. She is not just a survivor or a victim, and the events that happened to her are not her identity, and they do not define her. While her statement was meant to clarify her stance, it didn't completely quash the criticism, with many still feeling that the overall marketing of the movie had missed the mark. And even though Blake tried to redirect the conversation to more serious issues after she witnessed all the criticism, the damage had unfortunately already been done. Adding to the drama, Blake's husband, Ryan Reynolds, also played a small part in the making of the movie. Blake even revealed in an interview that he had helped write one of the film's key scenes, the iconic rooftop scene. "My husband actually actually wrote it. Nobody knows that but you now. But he wrote it. He works on everything I do. I work on everything he does. So his wins, his celebrations are mine, and mine are his. But despite the wholesome framing, rumors quickly started swirling that Justin Baldoni wasn't too thrilled about Reynolds stepping in, with one source even reporting that he had taken the involvement personally. However, Baldoni later complimented Reynolds in an interview, calling him a creative genius and saying he was generous for contributing to the film, something which some fans actually took as damage control. However, despite all the drama, the movie has been a financial success, raking in $110 million at the global box office in its first week. This has actually led some people to believe that the off-screen tension and social media drama might have just been a clever PR stunt to create buzz around the movie. Still, whether or not all this drama was intentional, the strained relationships among the cast haven't gone unnoticed. And in a surprising twist, it seems that Justin Baldoni might be stepping down as the director for the sequel, or perhaps even quitting the movie altogether if the drama keeps going. It was in his own words that he hinted at Blake perhaps taking over the director role. I think that there are better people for that one. I think Blake Lively's ready to direct. That's what I think. What's even more shocking is the fact that some reports are even saying their professional relationship has ended for good. There's probably no world where these two will work together again. At first, it seemed like Blake was mostly oblivious to what was being said about her and her co-stars, as she never seemed to acknowledge the tension behind the scenes. However, recent reports are saying that she might have finally opened her eyes to what has been going on, as they suggest that she now feels blindsided by the negative reactions, especially since she didn't realize fans were so strongly against her promotional efforts. And it seems like she was quite affected indeed, as she took to Instagram to post what fans thought was a very passive-aggressive message. Thank you to everyone who came out to show that people want to see films about women and the multitudes we hold. This seemed like an effort to address the criticism without directly acknowledging it, but it didn't fully calm the storm. In fact, according to a source close to Blake, she herself was still confused about the fan reactions, saying she was pretty surprised at the backlash and drama. They also added that she felt vulnerable and upset at first, as she is simply not used to being in this kind of drama. The backlash is something that truly caught her off guard, which is why she has seemingly had a harder time getting past it and doing proper damage control. Justin Baldoni, on the other hand, seemed to take a more serious approach to addressing the backlash, as he partnered with the No More Foundation, which provides resources for survivors of SA and DV, saying, "We've partnered with No More because we want to ensure that Wayfarer Studios projects, specifically those that address domestic and sexual violence and abuse, are made with purpose and the intention to educate, support, and ultimately provide resources for viewers who may see themselves via their current situation on screen." In a surprising twist, her co-star Brandon Skalinar has been one of the few cast members to come to her defense publicly, as most cast members have seemingly chosen to stay silent on the drama. Brandon commented on the situation, calling the criticism counterintuitive and saying, "It just seems silly to me. It's kind of defeating the whole purpose of the thing to spread any negativity. It's an important film for so many women and for so many survivors of domestic abuse." He also emphasized that in his eyes, the movie was only made with good intentions and that the cast had fully been trying to create something to be proud of. Some fans have also spoken out in Blake's defense, arguing that she's being unfairly targeted, especially when Justin seems to be the one in hot waters with the rest of the cast. Many have pointed out that Blake may just see her character, Lily Bloom, differently than Justin does, which could explain why her approach to promoting the film has been lighter than some would have liked. For now, it seems like Blake is focused on moving forward with her career, despite the drama. A source shared that she very much enjoys working and will continue to push forward projects that she's excited about, which is why this has truly been such a passion project for her despite the controversies. What do you guys think about Blake's efforts to clear the air? Let me know down below, and don't forget to check out this other video for more.